Hey everyone, welcome back to another anime review. As promised, I'm going to be doing my review of Bleach Season 3. Finally, the third season of the Bleach anime series and the final season of the two seasons in the Soul Society arc. Okay, which now if I was reviewing the entire arc as a whole, I give it a perfect 10 out of 10. This one, because as I said before, it's one of my favorite arcs in shonen ever. On my top 3, definitely, alright? But this season alone will not get a 10 out of 10. I'll tell you right now, it's going to get a 9.3 out of 10, okay? Because without the first season, I just don't think it deserves a 10. Together, 10. Separated, neither of them gets a 10, okay? Anyways, though, let's move on. So this basically wraps up this current arc, and I can tell you, it's fucking incredible. The highlight of this arc, or of this season, is, well, the arc too, but the season is at the end of it, where Sosuke Aizen relays his entire plan, well, not his entire plan, but the gist of it, to Ichigo and friends, and well, it's just so intelligent. Basically, Kisuke Urahara, when he was still in the Department of Research and Development, created a device known as the Hogyoku. Because Aizen explains that Soul Reapers have 4 basic fighting techniques. Zanjutsu, which I guess is just and striking with a Zanpakuto or releasing one Zanpakuto. Alright, Kido, which is using Kido, obviously. Shunpo, which is Flash Step, that's the Soul Reaper's speed technique. Alright? And the other one is Hakudo, which is basically hand-to-hand combat. Okay? Those are the 4. However, there's a limit that a Soul Reaper can... how much power a Soul Reaper can obtain in any of them. No matter which technique he chooses, there will become a point to which he will have mastered it. Then he has reached his limit. However, there is a way for a Soul Reaper to exceed those limits granted by all 4, and to do that, the Soul Reaper has to become a Hollow. Either that or a Hollow can become like a Soul Reaper. Either way, what's required there is the destruction of the boundary that separates those two opposing existences. Okay? At first, Aizen was actually studying it. He studied it in secret, focusing mostly on the transformation of Hollows into Soul Reapers. Alright? He did come very close, but he could never quite master it, so he basically gave up on his research there. However, Kisuke Urahara, who I guess must have somehow found his research or something, succeeded where he had failed. The device he designed, which was called the Hogyoku, instantly destroyed the barrier separating Hollows and Soul Reapers, instantly transforming one into the other, defying all law within the Soul Society. But it was incredibly fucking dangerous. Aizen knew this, and Kisuke knew this. So Kisuke tried to destroy it, but was unable to. So he reluctantly resorted to another method. Alright, he put a barrier around the Hogyoku and activated it. He then sealed it within a Konpaku, a special barrier designed to seal off spiritual energy, I guess. What was that Konpaku they sealed it inside of? It was Rukia. Okay. Now you're starting to understand. Aizen ordered for Rukia's capture, the destruction of her Gigai, and for her to be executed. And if her by the use of the Sokyoku Blade, which is generally only used to execute captain level Soul Reapers or higher, okay? And if that had failed, he would always be prepared to kill her himself, okay? So yeah, an incredibly elaborate plan, and later on in the series, as I'll explain when I do my future Bleach season reviews, his plan does go way more into detail, okay? And you actually see further of his plans. But he pretended to be the nice Soul Reaper captain that he was for all those years so that he could move forward with his plans, followed only by Ginichi Maru, the captain of Squad 3, and Kaname Tosen, the captain of Squad 9. Okay? Gin actually used to be the vice captain of Squad 5 under under Aizen. And he was also the third seat of Squad 9 under Shinji Hirako. And Tosin used to be the one of the seated members of Squad 9, I forget what it was exactly, of Squad 5 under Shinji Hirako as well. Okay. So basically, Aizen used his Kyokusui Getsu ability and his vast intelligence to use literally everyone in the Soul Society for his own ends. And he succeeded for a while, right? He escaped the Soul Society at the end of this season without a hitch, okay? I mean, he must be like the first shonen villain I ever recall to actually do that. There's very few shonen villains who actually almost succeed with their plans. Alright, obviously, you know, Pain almost did, because he destroyed the entire Hidden Leaf Village with one strike, but that's beside the point. Yeah, so that's definitely the highlight of this art, or of this season. Okay, it's really fun. It's really entertaining. Of course, there's a lot of talking because there's a lot of explaining, but it's definitely made up for. All right, it really is. In terms of this, the story and the characters, and also, once again, the animation isn't that great except for the fight scenes where it gets really good. The art style is, of course, really good now. Thankfully, that shitty-ass art style went away right after Season 1. In fact, I think it might have actually went away at the end of Season 1. I'm not exactly too sure about that myself, though. Alright, but yeah. Once again, really great season, alright? Do I have any more complaints? Oh, jeez. Well, any complaints at all, really. I guess if I had any complaints at all is that it kind of went by, or Season 3 kind of went by a little bit fast for me. I kind of expected Ichigo's training to be drawn out a little bit more and actually show exactly how he got his Bankai, because you do see Ichigo's training in this season, but it's very minimal. Like, you don't see very much of his training. What he uses is a Tenkaichi that Urahara created in order to achieve Bankai not in 10 years, but within 3 days of training. Okay, the only other person to use it besides Kisuke was, or the only other person to use it besides Ichigo was Kisuke right after he created it. Okay. And to do that, he actually fights against his Zanpakuto, Ichigo does, Zangetsu, okay? And Zangetsu provides a test form, basically, and yeah, and Yoruichi's helping out with that fight in her human form. This is far after she revealed her human form to Ichigo, okay? So, yeah, during the final strike, though, you see a lot of battles, which are really cool. You know, you see the head captain fighting against Captain Shunsui Kyotoku and Yushio Ukitake at the same time, because they're helping out the Ryoko, which is what the intruders are called in the Soul Society, because they have sympathy for Rukia, especially Squad 13 Captain Ukitake, because he's Rukia's captain, okay? Excuse me. And you have Yoruichi fighting against her former subordinate, Soy Phone. You have Ichigo finally fighting all out against Byakuya. You have Renji helping out by, once Rukia is saved, he basically runs away with her to try to help to save her. Okay. Basically, Uryu, Orihime, and Chad and Ganju aren't doing anything else. By the way, Ganju and Kukaku are two characters from the previous season. Forgot to mention them, sorry. But yeah, they basically don't do anything else in this season because, you know, Uryu lost his powers in his fight last season with Mayuri Kurosuchi, the captain of Squad 12. And Chad was too beat up fighting against Shunsui. And Orihime, I don't know what the fuck happened to her. Honestly, and Ganju got too beat up as well. So they basically do nothing, alright? They don't show up until Aizen, Tosin, and Gino are about to leave the Soul Society, and they basically get crippled by Gin's spirit energy, okay? So, yeah, you know what we're doing on time here. Oh, still pretty good on time, I guess. But, alright, 10 minutes. Already got 10 minutes down here, so, yeah. Anyways, though, this is there's just so much to talk about when it comes to this season. I just love it so much. Alright, you actually have Aizen almost killing Momo, who idolized him as probably like a saint. Okay, Momo Hinamori, his vice captain, the vice captain of Squad 5. And you have Squad 10 captain Toshio Hitsugaya and Squad 10 vice captain Rangiku Matsumoto trying to, not really helping out either side. They're just trying to get to the bottom of this, and in the process, I guess they're trying to stop the execution. Of course, they are too late to stop it, technically, but yeah, like so much goes on in this season, okay, which just makes it so enjoyable to watch. So yeah, you have the Squad 4 captain Retsu, or as we know now in the series, Yachiru Unohana, figuring out, being the first one to figure out Aizen's true self, but not managing to fight him before he escapes from her, basically. Like, so much happens. Okay, and yeah, so I can't really cover all I wouldn't be able to cover literally every single detail. If I were to script this review out and cover every single detail, I would be here for so fucking long. Probably more than one video, because of how much happens in this one season, okay? The music, as always, is really epic, especially number one by Hazel Fernandez. I think there's just like one opening that's used. It's the continuation of Ichini no Hana by High and Mighty Color, which of course is fucking incredible. A fucking incredible song, and yeah, and the endings are pretty good as well. So, what more is there to say? What more is there to say about this season? I fucking love it. 9.5 out of 10 is my final rating of it. Remember, it still doesn't get a 10, unfortunately. If I was reviewing the entire arc as a whole, it would get a 10, hands down. But no 10 for this, though. 9.5 out of... Or no, 9.3 out of 10 is what I said before. No, sorry about that. 9.3 out of 10. Alright, so I hope you enjoyed this review. See you after, guys. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.